This is probably one of Nike's most highly anticipated basketball shoes ever, and so far, I'm a little disappointed with them. Yo guys, what is good? Zakaragi back at it again for another episode of Toilet Reviews, where we'll be going over the highly anticipated Nike GT Cut 3. So this is the Vapor Green colorway, so without further ado guys, let's get straight into this review. So this pair and the other red pair are rumored to be releasing on January 13th for $190 US, but I got my pair early from a trusted overseas eBay seller called ID for Shoes, and being that they are from overseas, this is the EP version, which means the shoes should have been made with a wider last and should be equipped with XDR rubber, which is Nike's more durable rubber compound built for outdoor play. But look at this outsole guys, so we got a translucent rubber going on here, and we also do have a herringbone type pattern, and this might be kind of a stretch, but it almost reminds me of the Nike GT Cut 1 traction pattern, except this guy here has wider and more aggressive grooves, of course. So being that this is an EP version and it has the XDR rubber, I could potentially recommend these for outdoors, but typically with Nike basketball stuff, they don't have the best reputation for durability outdoors. That's why personally I don't take Nike basketball stuff when I go play outside, but I don't know, maybe it might be different with this XDR rubber. But I will note that it still feels soft and pliable, the traction pattern here, so like I can still kind of move it around a bit. And all in all, when it comes to my first impression for the traction, I did have a chance to run around my house a little bit, do my own little impromptu traction test, and so far, so good. I mean, I was pretty scarred from the Nike GT Cut 2 and the traction that shoe had with the smear traction, and these guys so far are doing much better. And I am a little bit weary because this is a translucent outsole, and if you guys have been following my channel for a minute now, you would know that I'm not the biggest fan of translucent rubber when it comes to performance, so fingers crossed that these perform well on court, especially with dust present. But let's move on to the cushioning now. And it's the biggest change to this shoe from the other models. So they went away from the Zoom Strobel and drop-in midsole setup and opted to go for a traditional midsole setup using the Nike Zoom X, which had me and a lot of other sneakerheads very excited because Zoom X has famously been used on a lot of Nike's better running shoes and has been very well received from the running community. So being that this is the first time that Nike has used Zoom X in a basketball shoe, like this shoe is history right here guys. I don't know about you, but I think that's awesome. So as far as how the cushioning setup sort of felt from an initial try-on perspective, honestly it's not what I was expecting, and that kind of let me down because when it came to the Nike GT Cut 1 and 2, right away when you try them on, those shoes felt extremely plush and bouncy because of the React drop-in midsole combined with the Zoom Strobel unit. But these guys did not have that same feeling at all, and that was really disappointing to me because it's just what I expect from the GT Cut line now. So I would have wished that Nike would have put a Zoom Strobel in this shoe just to keep it consistent from model to model, because this Zoom X so far just is a bit of a bummer because I was expecting some unreal feeling on foot, but it really felt more firm and stable, not really bouncy like I was hoping for. Also, these shoes come with an insole from Nike I've never seen before. It has yellow foam and feels more firm, so hopefully that means longer lasting cushion from the insole itself. But moving along to the materials, and it's pretty standard for today's basketball shoes, so it has a blend of synthetic suede and textile and some TPU overlays as well, and the tongue is pretty cool how it splits in the middle so it can conform to your leg, but the materials are not anything special, and they do feel somewhat cheap in hand, which kind of sucks honestly. And you get the same kind of materials as any other team model, I feel like, and you're paying $200 almost. Like, I think it's crazy that this shoe is getting the signature shoe treatment, and it even has its own takedown model now with the Nike GT Cut Academy, which I still need to pick up, by the way, but it's just mind-boggling how you're charging almost $200 and the materials really aren't anything premium or special at all. Like, I mean, I can understand for the LeBron shoes because all the materials so far on the LeBron 21 have been great and almost justifiable for their price point, but when it comes to these guys, I don't know. This is literally just a team model. So Nike, I don't know what you guys are thinking over there. You're probably just trying to milk us for our money at this point, because there are other signature athlete shoes with much better materials than what's featured on here and are definitely much cheaper in price as well. When it comes to sizing, I'd say go true to size. The shoes do fit a little narrow towards the toe area, which I actually didn't mind because it worked out for my foot because I have the perfect amount of space between my toe and the end of the shoe, but wide footers might want to consider going a half size up, especially if you're going to get the regular version that won't be built on a wider last like this EP version. But overall guys, considering all the hype surrounding this shoe and then also taking a look into the price as well, so far I'm pretty underwhelmed and disappointed in the shoes. So I'm really hoping that the performance makes up for it and just completely blows me away. So comment down below and let me know what you think about these shoes. Will you guys be copping a pair? Let me know in the comment section down below. But we're at that point in the video now. It's time for hashtag Zacharagi, what you rocking? So for today guys, I got the Nike LeBron 21. This is a great shoe I've been testing out so far. I will put the performance review up here once it's out, so stay tuned for that. But that's it for today guys. I appreciate you all for watching. I'm signing out. Peace.